at this point. And speaking of which, Ed Force One now a 747 instead of the 757. Well, first of all, what would the capacity difference be? Are you able to do a lot more with the 747?
Yeah, I mean, effectively there are two things driving it. First of all, we don't have a 757 anymore because the airline I worked for about 10 years, 3.5 years ago, went belly up. So the source of immediate airplanes dried up, and we got a pretty good deal out of the airline. And I thought, well, you know, if we go to anybody else, it's going to be rape and pillage, and they'll be charging us, you know, an arm and a leg for digging an airplane out. But fast forward to us having this simulator training centre, and we've got the Cardiff Aviation and all the other bits and bobs that we've got going in Cardiff. And one of the clients of our simulator centre is a company called Air Atlanta, and they're an Icelandic company, and they have I forget how many, but sort of 17 or 18 747s. Most of them cargo, and most of them out in the Middle East and Far East, flying for other carriers. But they do their training, or some of their training at our facility. A lot of their cadets come there for training and stuff on the sims. And so I was having a coffee with their director of flight operations, and I said, hey, you don't happen to have a spare aeroplane kind of sitting around, do you? And he went, you know, we do. And I went, it wouldn't happen to be in just regular passenger configuration. He said, yeah, it is, yeah. I said, what colour is it? He said, oh, it's just white. I went, yeah. I said, because obviously you don't want to commit yourself to putting a big logo on it, you know, because you don't know who it's going to be flying for, right? He said, because it's your spare. He went, yeah, correct. I said, how'd you fancy putting Eddie all over the side of it and flying for Iron Maiden for 6 months? And he went, oh, wow. I said, that would be so cool. I went, okay, hold that thought. I said, and this is before we start doing the album, and I just mentioned it to my manager, Rod. I said, do you want to do one of the round the world things again? And he went, oh, yeah. He said, they work really well. He said, but where do we get the airplane from? I said, 747? He went, oh man, he said, oh, that'd be so cool, so the Queen of the Skies. I said, and we don't have to stop for gas anymore, and we can put so much more stuff in the belly, and we don't have to modify the airplane for 3 weeks before and 3 weeks afterwards with all the extra cost. Yeah, I know it's got 2 extra engines, and yeah, I know it burns more gas, but actually the amount of gas it burns versus the downtime at both ends ends up being about the same. Okay. But you can carry more flex, more everything, and let's face it, it's a 747.